Hello and welcome back to Thoughts Per Episode Bleach 1000-Year Blood War Edition. I didn't know that Season 2 was starting today. I knew it was in July, but for some reason I thought it was late July, so this took me off guard. So I'm very excited to watch the episode. I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to tell you what I thought about it. Okay, first of all, the new opening, which I just watched. Very colourful, very vibrant. I really like what they did where they kind of swapped up the genre. Like, they're still giving you hints of story beats to come, but they're not overtly spoiling you as to like what the actual fights are gonna be like, because I mean my favorite part was Iwak appearing on a helicopter and stretching his hand out to Ishida. You know, like, it's a very different genre to what the show is actually trying to be, so that was fun. And I feel like Bleach has done that of an opening before, although I guess the first opening was kind of like that in a way. It wasn't exactly, you know, Shinigami based. It was more, I remember there being a basketball court anyway. But yeah, that OP is like, you know, when sometimes people make memes about out of context spoilers, or not out of context spoilers, but like spoilers that are spoilers, but only if you know the context of a thing that the image is referencing. That's what that entire OP is. Oh, I guess I should do the blurb. Wait, what's it called for an episode? Anyway, the last 9 days, Ichigo prepares to leave the royal palace to return to Viscerati, but is stopped by Hyosube, who claims that Ichigo cannot defeat Iwak as he is now. Yeah, the structure of this arc kind of messes with shonen conventions a little bit. Like, we've got the two things here in this episode, right? First of all, the protagonist has just powered up. He's just become super strong, and we've just had an example of how strong he is when he evaporates the fucking sea. And then immediately Ichibe is like, where are you going? You are not strong enough to take on Iwak. And Ichigo's like, wait, really? Oh shit. The whole thing of Ichigo going to train in this weird dimension, by the way, to find strength beyond that of a Soul Reaper, I don't remember that in the manga, and I've looked online and other people are also saying this seems like an added scene, so I'm wondering if they're going to flesh out Ichigo's journey a little bit more in terms of the powers he wields as the story goes on. That would be pretty cool. I think that would be a good use of additional scenes. We got to see the Quincy's and how they react to Ishida being named the heir apparent. Well, I guess he's not the heir apparent if he's named the heir, right? He's just the heir. One criticism I would levy at Bleach is it doesn't let its villains be the good guys in their own eyes. Like, immediately we see, oh god, I'm bad at Stone-written names, hang on. Ah yes, Bambiata Bastobin, or Bambi-chan. Yeah, she just decides to, I guess, flash her boobs at a hot guy, which cuts him in half because she's angry. So we're very much in like the whole, haha, look how villainous they are, they just kill people for fun, which is, you know, fine, but also that's the same as every other villainous faction in this entire anime. Apart from, I guess, the Soul Reapers at the very start in the Soul Society arc, because they're kind of villains at the start, and then they're not really. Also, as I was watching it, I was thinking to myself how inside baseball everything that is occurring is. Like, I mean, I know this is kind of a moot point because we're in season 2 of a show which is dedicated to the final arc of a hundreds of chapters long, or, manga issues, chapters. I always get comics and manga mixed up with terminology. But I was just watching this and I was like, I couldn't just show my friends this because it's so like, these people are like this and they're off doing this, and these people are talking about this very specific thing and they're off doing this, and these characters are meeting for the first time and they're talking about this specific thing which could occur. And I don't know how to put it into words. I just remember thinking like, this isn't like a basic relatable story. This is a story that only works if you've experienced the rest of it. And I guess building off of that, I'm not sure Iwak and the Stone Ritters are really good villains. Like, I'm still not sure there's anything to make their particular motive relatable or sympathetic. And they definitely just feel like a group of villains who have been created as a storytelling device for an excuse for a bunch of cool fights to happen. But that's the cynic in me. But that doesn't mean I think it's a bad show. It just means I think this is the final arc of a long-running series. We got to see some argument between Basby and... oh, fuck, what's his name? Jugrum Hashwolf, or Hash Browns as the community lovingly refers to him. Sorry, again, I was not expecting new Bleach today, so my brain has not been in the Bleach headspace, so I don't know if that makes sense, but like if I'm stumbling over things, that's why. Give me a minute. I'll get back into the swing of things. Light spoilers for anime only watchers ahead. I was wondering if they were going to leave in the scene with Kyoraku talking to Ichigo's friends about the potential of him never returning. And I wasn't sure if I wanted them to keep that in, but I'm glad that they did. Because I think it was done better in the anime. I think there's a little bit more dialogue about it. I don't quite remember, but it shows the kindness of Captain Kyoraku in that, like, he's like, this is like a 1 in 10,000 chance thing. This is unlikely to happen, but I just wanted you to know that it could. And also, here's some visitation passes, so that if it does happen, you can go and visit him. I feel like it was maybe a little bit irresponsible to give those passes to these kids and not say, hey, by the way, you should probably stay the fuck away for a few weeks because we are in the middle of a war and you have no powers. But that's besides the point. It is a nice little check-in with the world of the living and Ichigo's friends and stuff as well, because, you know, they're part of his life and they're part of a show and they're part of a world and they shouldn't be forgotten like they so often are for massive swathes of episodes at a time. I mean, to be fair, they don't exactly have relevance with the main story that's going on, but I think Bleach suffers from not, you know, from having that, you know, in the first arc, they did lots of fun things with Ichigo having this secret identity as a Soul Reaper and balancing his human life and Soul Reaper life, but that all goes away as soon as the Soul Society arc happens, and apart from the Fullbring arc, it's never really touched upon again, sadly, unless you count filler arcs, but we won't talk about the filler arcs. And yeah, at the end of the episode, the second kind of like structural right turn, the invasion isn't something that's going to be built up to, it's happening now, lol. Lamau, good luck. And the thing that I'm wondering about with that is, I was pretty sure that, again, like spoilers in case this happens in episode 2, but I don't think it will based on what's happening. I'm pretty sure in the manga, as soon as the invasion starts, Ichigo's like, oh fuck, I gotta get down there, and tries to go and help them. But in the anime version, he's gone off training in some kind of dimension place. He's not gonna know this is going on. He's not gonna get down there in time to save them. So I wonder if they're shuffling some things about in terms of like battles happening and what have you. And I wonder how that's gonna work out with Ichigo's new powers. Like his new Shinigami powers. When are they gonna have a chance to show that off if they are just sidelining that and immediately powering him up again? I don't know. We've got some stuff to think about. We've got some stuff to look forward to, and I think it's going to be pretty cool to watch it unfold. So thank you for coming and listening to my dumb thoughts about an anime that I don't remember how things happen in, and I will see you next week for the next episode of Bleach: Thousand Year Blood War.